Hey, alright, shalom, shalom. I want to start by giving glory and praise and fear to your Father, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, BAHASHAM, QADASH. I was going to get the honors, apostles, and elders of your millstone who do well, who that house today with the bounty of God, the 144,000 looking in this earth, but the wisdom, understanding, and knowledge, seeing truth. YAHAWAH being true name of the God of Israel, YAHAWASHI being Italy called Jesus Christ, and joint true name is YAHAWASHI. BAHASHAM meaning in the name of, and QADASH translates Spirit, Holy Spirit. Shalom, Barakah, Karim, Shalom, peace and blessings to hopefully of the nation Israel. So back again today with another video, and this one's going to be called Trump faces minimum sentence of 136 years. Known as 136, which you understand, 666, which is the number of a man. This is nothing more than a distraction, my humble belief, my humble opinion, I should say, to get the masses asleep to what's actually going on, which is the collapse of the U.S. dollar, okay, these certain nations taking sides and so on and so forth. But really, this is also going to lead into what? A civil war, okay, because these Trumpeteers believe that Trump is, the great Edomite hope, okay, the great Edomite savior, because his whole campaign was what? Make America great again. And you saw when he was in office, these Edomites, okay, they were showing their true colors, which is what? To eliminate and to destroy, okay, the so-called Negro, Hispanic, and Native American man, okay, and they want to, and they're going to, okay, during time of Jacob Trouble, but they're only going to be able to get their hands on 2/3 of the nation of Israel, not the whole conglomerate, okay. This is, an article from Fox News. It says Trump faces a maximum sentence of 136 years in prison for a 34 count indictment. It says former President Donald Trump pled not guilty in New York City on Tuesday to 34 counts of falsifying business records in the first degree. Okay, which a lot of these so-called higher up in officials and so on and so forth, they do all the same shit, man. They're all child molesting homosexual faggots, okay, who who do business underhanded, man. There's nothing new, okay, they're just making it into a big thing, because for one, he was a former president, for two, they needed a distraction, like I said before. The chargers carry a maximum sentence of 136 years in prison, though the actual sentence will likely be far less than that if he is convicted on any or all counts. Falsifying business records is typically a misdemeanor charge in New York, but rises to the level of felony with a maximum 4-year sentence when the defendant intent to defraud includes an intent to commit another crime or to aid or conceal the commission thereof. Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg was asked by reporters at a press conference on Tuesday afternoon why the second concealed crime was not specified in the indictment. Let me say, as an initial matter, that the indictment does not specify it because the law does not so require, which, they didn't even, he took himself in or whatever, but didn't even post his mugshot or anything, okay, trying to keep it private. Any other Jake out here on the street, okay, best believe you can go look his name up and his mugshot will get pulled up, okay, if he's done a crime. It says, Bragg, I mentioned a couple laws which I will highlight again now. Bragg said, the first is New York election law, which makes it a crime to conspire to promote candidacy by unlawful means. I further indicated, which also shows you that these elites, they pick and choose who they want, okay, to do these certain things, because this shit was already planned out from jump. But okay, you have certain people on the Democratic side, such as Ho Biden, okay, Sleepy Eye Ho, okay, or Sleepy Eye Joe, okay, who was there's a bunch of ballots and dead people's names and so on and so forth, showing they're picking and choosing, okay, and what distractions they want to use. Okay, because they have Joe Biden, using him as a distraction there for Ukraine, him just bobbing his head and giving them money, okay, as the least tell him to do so, okay, so they can hurry up and collapse the dollar, because the devil is going to have to come down with what? Great wrath, okay? That's what you're seeing happening right now, okay? It says, the first is New York's election law, which makes it a crime to promote a candidacy by unlawful means. I further indicated a number of unlawful means, including additional false statements, including statements that were planned to be made to tax authorities. I also noticed the federal election law cap on contribution limits. Bragg accused Trump and his associates of employing a catch and kill scheme to bury potential damning information ahead of the 2016 election. Trump then went to great lengths to hide his conduct of causing dozens of false entries in business records to conceal criminal activities, including attempts to violate state and federal election laws. Bragg alleged in 34 false entries that were made in New York business records to conceal the initial covert of $130,000 payment. Donald Trump and Stormy Daniels. Okay, it says the indictment comes after a years-long investigation by Manhattan prosecutors into hush money payments that the former president allegedly made to an adult film actress Stormy Daniels and former Playboy model Karen McDougal. Both women have alleged that they had affairs with Trump, which he denies. Federal prosecutors, which you know nothing wrong with the man, okay, sleeping with a woman, man. They're trying to make a big deal out of it. Why? Because his name is a big Donald Trump, man. You say his name, man. Everyone knows Donald Trump. Even from before he was president, man. I mean, you niggas love Donald Trump until he started, trying to kick some sense into your fucking brain and trying to show you his true colors that he hates you. But, Donald Trump, okay, at least he's up in front about the hate he has for you so-called Negroes, Hispanic, and Native Americans. Joe Biden, on the other hand, you might have to beat that shit out of him, okay? But he does in such a way that you would never expect, okay? You see? He's a sheep, okay? And like I said, okay, I'm not going to really go too much. I'm going to finish the rest, and I'm going to go into, what's really going to happen. Because what's really going to happen is that there's going to be, race wars, class wars, okay, and so on and so forth, okay, in the name of what? America, in the name of freedom, okay, in the name of what? These Edomites, okay, on the right wing, okay, trying to save the great white Edomite hope, okay? Though both women have alleged that they had an affair with Trump, which he denies. Federal prosecutors in the Southern District of New York decided in 2019 not to charge Trump with any federal crime, with any crimes related to the payments. An investigation by federal election commissions were also closed without any charges. Trump, the leading Republican candidate in the 2024 presidential election, has the investigation political persecution and election interference at the highest level in history. Yeah, because, they have to make things juicy for the people. Okay, they also have the movie Purge, the election year. Okay, this is nothing more. What the hell? This guy's driving around a blacked out van around the park. Windows blacked out to shit. What the fuck? Anywho, none of my business. I'm just gonna mind my own business and do my video. Anywho, yeah, okay. They show you this in the Purge, the election year. Okay, where they're killing off, okay, and trying to kill the presidential candidate and so on and so forth, which I'm not a trumpeter, okay, but I sure do like his campaign and so on and so forth. But I understand that okay, they have inmates in there. That makes sense. So the inmates are gonna come and do work or whatever. But what I do know is that these people, they are Slocky, I'm getting distracted. The trumpeters, they're about to go head-to-head with the government, man. Okay, the scriptures talk about that. They should not regard their kings nor princes. Okay, and of course, they actually stand their powers. I'm going to get to that. But this is Matthew 24, verse 7. Actually, start at 4. Man, hold on. Let me start at 3. And he sat upon the Mount of Olives, and the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? Okay, and YAHAWASHI answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, shall deceive many. Yeah, that's what's going on now. Okay, it's going to continue to keep on going on until we are at the end, man. Okay. What the fuck? It says, and then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. Actually, starting Slocky. I'm not sure why I jumped there for some odd reason. Slocky. 6. And you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Again, that's what's going on. Okay, you have the whole Ukraine, Russia situation. Okay, you have Israel and Iran. Okay, you have the United States, China, Russia. Okay, all these things are going on. Okay, because, we're at the end. Okay, and the Messiah, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, spoke about what? Wars and rumors of wars. Okay, see that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come, but the end is not yet. For a nation shall rise up against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There shall be famines, pestilence, earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. And then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. Okay? So there should be a nation rise up against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. Okay? the nation rising against nation. You have like Esau, Jacob. Okay, even you know, the Egyptian against Egyptians. Because sure, it's going to Isaiah 19 chapter, man. When these Egyptians, these modern day Egyptians are the Edomites, man. Okay, just, you know, you can go into, you know, Revelations the 11th chapter, Joel the 3rd chapter, and see if I can grab it right quick. Joel 3, maybe like 22, I want to say, like 19. Yes, 19. It's Joel 3 verse 19. Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness for the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. Okay, so you can see, you can link Edom with Egypt. Okay, so Egypt, okay, modern day Egyptians are who? Okay, the biblical Edomites, which are so-called white men here upon the earth today. Dr. Brown, okay, talking about there's no, you can't find the word white. Well, no, of course you can't find the word white. Okay, when it describes Esau, it just says he's red. Okay, because blood showed forth through his skin. Okay. Anywho, this is Isaiah 19 verse 1. The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord Yahawah rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. And I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. So the left wing and the right wing, okay, even though, okay, those who are in power controlling the left and the right, okay, it was Revelation 13, okay, they're both, okay, going towards the ruling of the new world order. Okay, the peons who have no clue, they're about to go head to head in the streets, man. Because these people who support Joe Biden, okay, these he, they, them, she, her motherfuckers, okay, they're just going along with the plan. The same thing with these Edomites, man. They have no clue there's a bigger plan. Okay, maybe some of the right-wing Edomites, okay, but these left-wing Edomites, they have no clue what the fuck is going on. Okay, they just go along with the satanic agenda that Esau pushes out because they're brain-dead dummies. Okay, they give you that, quote-unquote, in the words of that brother Gabar, the fluoride's there. The fluoride's there, okay? Is this is Revelation 13 verse 11. And I beheld another beast coming out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. Okay, the 2 horns represent the Democratic and Republican Party. Okay, and they speak as a lamb. Okay, but now you can see, sorry, they're like a lamb. Okay, they're real docile. Okay, you think they're not doing a bunch of wickedness, but behind the scenes they're plotting on you fucking American people. And part of that plot was what? Having Trump get indicted on all these charges, thinking that, you know, the nothing, okay, well, not thinking nothing, but, you know, getting you people roused up, okay, because they're trying to have complete chaos in the streets, because order out of chaos. That's, Esau goes by the same rule book every single year, man. If you don't see it, then you're fucking retarded. Okay, this nigga runs covered for every single motherfucking 4 years, man. Okay, get you people roused up for the elections, okay, and create division among the people. Why? Because in Mark the 3rd chapter speaks about what? It's Mark 3. It was like 20, I want to say. I guess it was Mark 3, verse 22. Actually start 23. And he said, and he called unto them, and said unto them in a parable, how can Satan cast out Satan? If a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if that house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against Satan, and if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand but have an end. And we're at the end of what Esau's kingdom.